Hi, I'm Andrew King. I'm a member of the Service User Involvement Committee.
My name's Shaun and I'm also a Service User Involvement Group Committee member.
Hi, my name is Bushra and I'm also a member of Service User Involvement Group Committee.
We take on board service users' comments and thoughts and feelings and try and bring changes about around subjects. Well, we go visiting other groups, we go visit the service provider, we go to the provider forums, ageing housing concerns, disabilities, mental health, learning difficulties. It's a very broad spectrum. It's difficult to sort of like say in a sentence what we do because we're involved in so much.
For being a member of this group, you can find more to help people in a structural way.
Hopefully we're providing them to have a voice ultimately in how their services are run rather than just being dictated to. Their views are taken into consideration, what their aspirations are, what their needs are, rather than them being imposed on them. They have a voice through us to say what they actually want and how the services can be developed, how they can be improved, how they can become more consistent throughout the whole of the Bradford district area. Some of the committee members are involved in peer reviewing, which is we go around the services ourselves and contribute towards the commissioning process of the services. So we go around and we see other service users, ask their opinions on the services, how they can be improved, what's good about the service, what's bad about the service, and that should influence how the service is actually run and how it's commissioned. Because we actually go to the commissioning board and our views, I think, are about 25% of taking into consideration what actually happens, what the outcomes are.
We have a service user involvement group once every 2 months at Carlisle Business Centre, and service users go to that meeting, and sometimes the figures there are quite big. There's quite a lot of people there, and we do like questions and whatnot, and we see what subjects they want us to take to the providers and issues that they want us to deal with the providers. And that's where all the information comes from. We ask the service users what it is that they want us to bring about.
Quite often the position that people find themselves in at certain times in their life, they don't have the confidence to do it. They don't actually think that they've got a choice and an option about the services that they're accessing. And part of our remit is to broaden people's knowledge, make them more aware of what they actually are entitled to and how they can effect change in the services that they're using.
If you've got something to moan about, and if you think there's something wrong with the service that you're using or something wrong with any service that you're involved with, sitting in your own house and moaning about it isn't going to change it. But if you join a group like this, you become part of a larger voice, and then people will listen, because we will go and thump on doors and get people to listen to the opinion that we've got, that have been voiced.
Some of it's quite selfish actually, because to see people move on in their life and achieve their aspirations, their ambitions is quite a sort of good inside feeling. You know,
it's a reward.
It's worth more than money to see somebody move on and move away from services and achieve their aspirations and goals. And we've all been in the position where we've needed help and support. I
mean, the knowledge I've gained in the last 12 months is unbelievable. You know, I worked in construction all my life, and all of a sudden I'm doing this, and I'm talking to politicians and high-ranking bureaucrats and actually arguing with them, and being given that opportunity is fantastic. It really has.
I would say it's like dust to diamond. When people come to temporary accommodation as a homeless, they think this is the end of the world and they can't. Their life is finished, but actually this is the start of their new life. As a phrase, journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So this is the first step when the people come, homeless people come into the temporary accommodation, and after on they move on to their permanent properties, and they got involved in different educational activities, and then they start volunteering in courses, and they finally got a job and living their life happily.